Good morning. It's Monday, March 28th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Xingyi. Xingyi's 12 Animals. I have a couple of things. Okay, I'm going to adjust the camera here. Hang on a second. Yeah, I need two hands. Hang on. There we go. I want to make sure that I have enough room to work this morning. I'm going to work on three things. First, I want to say thank you. And I'm going to talk about that. Second, a little bit of philosophy, the ideas of strategy and tactics, and Xingyi 12 Animals practice. So, first, thank you. I have been and continue to, this morning is evidenced, struggle a little bit with being here on time. I am. If you don't recognize what's going on, how can you fix it, right? Why? Why? Well, you can't answer that for me, I know, but why? Why am I having trouble with this? Why do I not have trouble being here on time pretty much for Qigong class on Thursday? Why? There are some associations for me with this particular form that, as I remember, caused me some difficulty. Not entirely pleasant memories. Okay? I remember, and I talk about this a lot because we want to pay attention to now, and we want to pay attention to everything in our environment as we're learning. That attention, that focus, enables us to learn more thoroughly and to be able to recall what we've learned. So we want that. That's not always perfect. It's not always, it's not. It's just not. So we have that. And I'm also going through some issues with a neighbor who's been bullying me for years. And I'm not going off on that right now. My point in mentioning it is that it's been a distraction for me for the last couple of days. It's not been pleasant. And this morning, when I got up late and teach class, thinking about how do I need to clear my head, I need to get ready to go teach, I need to get this junk out of the way, all of that, everything that I teach, I practice it, I do. Alright, and so I'm going through that. It's not leaving. It's not leaving. It stuck around all weekend and this morning. And I looked at the clock and I said, it's time to teach. It's time for class. I'm going to be late, but it's time for me to get busy with that. That effort to be here has helped me in ways that I cannot begin to count. I'm here this morning because of that prior effort, because I decided I was going to be here this morning. Late? Yeah, well, but I'm here. All right? That approach, that recognition on my part of what's going on. Where is the problem? Well, it's me, because I'm the one that has to be here. Okay? Where do I find in me the ability to deal with the problem? That I'm here talking about the issue as a means of instruction for how to work through it, how to deal with it. That's it. That's it. Big smile. That's it. It works. All right? That method may not work for everybody. It's not going to solve the problem. What it does is it gives me an incentive to get up and keep doing what I'm doing. It gives me an incentive to keep going. And as I think about that, and I think about the folks that are following me, I got to say thank you. I appreciate it. I do. Seriously. Appreciate it. All right then. And to segue into strategy and tactics. I'm using myself as the example. What am I doing? How am I doing it? What's my goal? Strategy and tactics. It's actually tactics and strategy if I say it that way. Alright, so in our practice we have the same thing. And in an encounter with an opponent, we need to pay attention to strategy and tactics. I'm going to encounter some people in a crowded room. My goal, what I want to achieve, is to get from here to the other side of the room. And I want to, and I want to bump into as few people as possible. This is my approach. How am I going to do this? My strategy is to look at the room and find the openings that I can get through most easily. People group together. Naturally, people group together in different, even people standing alone group together. So, where are the pathways? Can I walk behind somebody? Do I need to walk through the middle of the crowd? What do I have to do to get through to the other side without disturbing, without encountering others? It's my strategy. That's what I want to accomplish. Look for the openings, go through the openings. My tactics might include going faster or slower, turning, changing direction as other people move, adapting to how they're moving. Those are my tactics. When I think about that in terms of what I'm doing, my goal is to record and do my very best to communicate how to learn these arts. My goal. My strategy is to get up every day and do it. My tactics, come into the room, figure out what I'm going to talk about, continue to talk about it, follow on through the lessons, right? Those are my tactics. This class, I'm going to say this again. This class, my approach to this class, what I'm trying to accomplish, I'm not going to do the litany right now, what I'm trying to accomplish in this class, and that there are folks who are trying to learn, gives me great joy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's get started. Basic stretch, feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight. Wiggle fingers, wiggle the toes, bend the knees, shoulders down and relax, pull up through the crown of the head, hand circle to the front, breathe in, back around to both sides, breathe out, up along the center line, reach out, and again, pull up, one more time. Follow the space between your hands. Ignore the cat. She wants to go out. Come here, Flo. Elbows drop down. Wrists. Fingertips. Hands return to your sides. All right. Relax. I'm going to review. Excuse me. I'm going to review the beginning part of Xingyi's 12 Animals. Go slow. And then I want to talk just a little bit about this. I'm going to bring this idea of strategy and tactics into our practice. The Yi part of Xingyi, we want to pay attention to not only what we're doing in the form, but which form, what type of movement, with what direction and what strength is the most effective. Feet back shoulder width, or excuse me, feet together, stand straight. Take it easy. Salute. Ready and open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step in, Bum Chuan. Step in, Pao Chuan. Turn around. Swallow flies through the forest. Take it easy. Punch down. Step back. Punch down. Step up, Bum Chuan. Step up again, Bum Chuan. Step in again, Bum Chuan. Turn. Little jump. Just nice and easy. Take it easy. Tiger. Tie bird. Tie bird. Horse. All right. We have horse, horse, alligator, alligator playing in the water. We're going to work on that this week. All right, that. And I mentioned this idea of Yi, mind, Xingyi, form, mind. And the idea of how we move, what the goal is, what I'm trying to accomplish, right? Where I'm trying to go. Where do I want to end up? What's my strategy for how to get there? Look for openings. I could plow through the middle. That could be my strategy. Right? With Xingyi, we take that part of strategy. We take that part of, what am I trying to accomplish? How might I achieve that? And move through whatever that space is. Now, hang on. Feet together, stand straight. Do this with me. Salute. Take it easy, just the opening. Step in again. The approach, I'm going this way. Here I go. When is that a good strategy? When is that going to support what I want to achieve? What do I want to achieve? What's my goal? Get to the other side. Weave through some stuff. If I turn this way a little bit, does it allow me to move through without having to go through the middle of something else or someone else? Right? Anybody's ever been in a crowded train station or in a banquet room with 1,500 people trying to do service? All right, hey, here I am. Both me. I have been in that crowded train station, and I have been the banquet waitress. All right. So, how do you get through the crowd? How do you move through without walking up to somebody, getting in their face, and saying, "Get out of my way"? Which is not what you need to do. You're not. Nuh-uh. For the most part, you're not going to. No. I mean, there's times when you might, but generally no. It's counterproductive. It's not going to help you get through. You're going to have to do something else first. All right. So, if I turn this way just a little bit, there's resistance here. There's no resistance over here. I just move through here. Right? Not always possible. I grant, not always possible. But as we move, pay attention. In the very beginning, okay, I'm going to bring it back, I told you. All right, in the very beginning here, right? Salute. Turn. 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 That turning, imagine, okay, because I don't have another person here. All right, imagine another person. Just this beginning move, just a little bit of beginning, right? Another person is going to come at me with a fist, right? Straight at me. Looking for the center right here. Okay? Pouch one, right? Coming at me. I turn. That fist is going away from me anyway. right? I turn, I can keep going here and help the person to go that way. Because they're coming at me, I'm just going to help them go. Right? Turn. I can come back this way and do something else. This is slice, right? Which one is better? Which one is better? This punch comes at me. I come across here, turn, I can step back, help them go that way. Punch comes here, no, didn't happen. What about the other side? Can I make it go the other way? Right? Difference, this punch comes here and I'm going to hit this side, right? Either side. Move it out of the way, keep going. Is that the opportunity? I don't know. I don't know until I get there. This doesn't, I come across this way and the fist, the other person is in balance. And I deflect the fist, but they don't continue on without some help from me. Right? They may come back to the other side, right? What do I do? How much force should I use? Where do I direct that force? Because the counter tactic to someone trying to grab my neck is not this, right? It's not. Front or back, this isn't going to be my response. That knowledge, understanding how we move, where the opportunity is, and how to use that opportunity is part of the strategy behind what we want to have in Xingyi. That yi part, that strategy behind directing a movement. And I talk about this, Xingyi goes forward, it's going. Directing that movement implies, for me, implies that I know what my goal is and that I have an opportunity to achieve that goal through this particular movement. Which movement am I going to use? Most often I'm going to use the one that I'm most comfortable with. That applies to that type of situation. That applies to counter that type of move, whatever that type of move happens to be. Sometimes, that's all I need to do. Step out of the way. Let them keep going. Other times, I might need to, step back just a little and help. If my leg's strong enough to do that, go ahead. My leg's not going to support that. It won't. So, I'm not going to do it. Possible. I'm more likely to encourage the person to keep coming. And let them keep coming. And then move out of the way so that they keep going. That's much more my tactic and my strategy. As we practice, which movements, think about this, we're going to do this, which movements lend themselves ourselves to which kinds of counter moves. So, tactics. Not too fast, not too slow. Just take it easy. Think about the kind of thing, the kind of movement, kind of space that we're using. Where are there where are there directions that change to the angular? Where are there directions that go straight? And we're on a 45 right now. Salute. Relax the breath, relax the body, take it easy, and open. Step in, bone chuan. Step in, pao chuan. Turn around. Pay attention to the feet. Turn around. And swallow flies through the forest. Step back. Punch down and bung chuan. Bung chuan. Bung chuan. Turn. Close the toes. Yeah, I'm just stepping through it. And step up, tiger. Tiger. Step up, Thai bird. Thai bird. Horse. Horse. Alright, as we step up, I'm here. Thai bird. Step through horse. Step through horse. Okay? If you cannot tell, I will tell you myself, horse is one of my favorite moves. And in the Chinese zodiac, I'm a horse. Alright, so I'm kind of split, but I have horse and goat characteristics. So there's that. Alright. This movement is very comfortable for me. I'm comfortable with that movement. This one, I'm alright. Tiger, yeah, I can do this, yeah. Swallow flies through the forest, yeah, I'm okay. Right? Seriously, if I don't acknowledge what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, I can't ever improve what I'm not good at. And I don't get the benefit of knowing that, yeah, I'm good at this. This is good. I did this. I'm pretty good at this. That confidence, it's not, if it's bragging, then it's no good. If it's that assured confidence that, yeah, I know my stuff, I know I'm good at this, period. Go ahead. Go ahead. Right? That level is really where we want to be. Okay? The person who really knows what they're doing has an inner confidence. It's not, look at me, look at what I get. No. It's, hi, how are you? Right? It's that inner confidence, knowing what you can do. Okay. And? Right? Not, hey, look what I can do, ha 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 ha. No. Alright, you've seen a person that does that. I've seen a person that does that. I've seen several people that can do that. Yeah. No. That confidence, knowing what you're doing, knowing that you can do it well, knowing that it feels good when you do, this feels good, I like this. That gives you the entree to do it more. This movement feels good, I like this movement. Practice it some more. The more you like the movement, the more relaxed you will be when you're doing it. The more relaxed you are when you're doing it, the more thoroughly you do that movement. The more thoroughly you do that movement, the more adept you become at doing that movement. So my goal is how it works, right? That's how it works. Let's practice a little bit more. And then we're going to work on alligator playing in the water. From the beginning, stand straight. Salute. Step. Open. Step in, feng chuan. Step in, pao chuan. Turn. Step up. Turn around. Swallow flies through the forest. And step back. Punch down. Feng chuan. Feng chuan. Feng chuan. Close. Little bitty jump. And step up, tiger. And tiger. Step up, Thai bird. Step back, Thai bird. Step up, horse. Step up, horse. Alright? Relax. Part of the reason that I like horse is because it uses a 6-4 as opposed to a 4-6 step. For most of what we do in Xingyi, we want 6 on the back, 4 on the front. Okay? 60% of the weight on the back, 40% on the front. We transition through movements where we have differences, but for the most part, that's the step. In horse, we use a 6-4. So 6 on the front, 4 in the back. That step for me, Tai Chi person, Tai Chi uses 6 on the front, 4 in the back for everything. There are differences as we move through, but that reference is throughout. Tai Chi rarely uses that 4 on the front, 6 in the back. Rarely uses that. Xingyi uses it all the time. Except in a couple of cases, and this is one of them. That's part of why this movement feels comfortable to me. You will have, as we practice, you will have certain movements that feel comfortable to you. Recognize them. Seriously, recognize them. Ooh, I like that. Right? I like that. Which movement do you like? What's you got a favorite? I'm going to guess that most people have a couple of favorites. If you think about it, I'm going to do, what am I doing here, and what's it feel like, and yeah, I like that. Or Yeah, this one doesn't feel quite right. I'm not, it's a little icky. I'm not there. Right? Those recognize those too, because that is, again, this is how we develop the skill. If we don't recognize what we like, we don't gain the confidence that we build from practicing what we like. I like this. I like doing this. I like getting up and coming in here and teaching in the morning. Right? I've gotten better at it over the last 2 years. I have. That skill, it's a skill. That skill is something I wanted to acquire. How do you do it? Practice. There we are. What do you like doing? Which movements so far of the movements that we have, which one do you like the most? Which one do you not like? Which one do you like the least? Which one do you feel the most confident in? Which one do you feel the least confident in? This strategy acknowledging what you have and what you don't have. Gives us the ability to acquire more. If I acknowledge that I have this part over here, I can apply that to what I don't have over here. I can only apply it if I know what I don't have. If I don't have it, I can't apply it, right? How do I acquire it? Fundamentals, paying attention to what you have, building on that. It's like nobody learns a language all at once. We learn a language by learning a few words, essential words very often. I'm hungry. Being able to say that is yeah, pretty important. Okay? Where's the nearest restaurant? Doesn't always help. That's not always good. Alright, so how do we manage the fundamentals, the very basic things, those 4 or 5 basic things? I need, I want. How do we manage that? And then how do we build on that? To be able to say more, to be able to do more in our practice. Physical movement and language have many things in common. This is one of them. We build on what we know. We build on what we feel confident saying. We build on what we feel confident doing. We have to know what that is. Pay attention to each move. Again, we're still taking it easy. Pay attention to each move. Which movement is comfortable? Which movement, not so much? It's going to be relative. Come away with the idea which one is the most comfortable, which one is the least comfortable. Feet together, stand straight. Pull up through the crown of the head. Shoulders down and relaxed. Now take it easy, but pay attention. Relax the breath, open the back, breathe in, breathe out. And breathe in, salute. Breathe out. Pay attention to the shape of the form and pay attention to how you feel about it. Breathe in, open. Step in again, turn around, swallow flies through the forest, and punch down, step back, punch down again, step up, bung chuan, again, bung chuan, one more time, bung chuan, and turn, walk through the jump, step up, tiger, step up, Thai bird, back up, Thai bird, horse, and step up horse. Which movement, everything we just did, which was the most comfortable for you? Which was the least comfortable? Okay. I got 2 today tied for least comfortable. The jump, I have a little issue with my knee. So the jump, that's why I'm not doing a jump right now. Alright? And swallow flies through the forest. I would like to be able to go down and circle through the forest a little bit better. So those 2, not so great. Horse, I like horse. I do. And at the very beginning, as we set back into this posture, I'm real comfortable with that. Right? This Santibu. I am very comfortable with that. So, yours? You don't have to answer. I can't hear you if you did. Got it. All right. Alligator playing in the water. We have a little bit the idea, same as what we have at the very beginning, that we need to use the waist, right? If we're not using the waist, it's not going to happen. Right here. If I'm not turning my waist, and allowing my hand to be the end of that whip, ain't going to happen. Similar thing here, as we step, and I'm going to do this slowly. So we're here, horse. This is the second one, horse. As I step up, my hands change. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And swallow enters the forest. Alligator playing in the water, swallow enters the forest. See the hand? Hand change. Pay attention. Alright, so I'm here, horse. Hands change. Here. Fingers in. These 2 fingers out. And this is solid. Okay? So, the hand should be solid. It's a yang palm to turn up and come through. This circle stays to the center. Turning makes it seem like it's a bigger circle. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Change here. change here, press down, come across. Open palm. All right. The shift in the weight and the turning of the waist go together. Think about adventure movies, geo-adventure stuff, right? Alligator playing in the water. What's an alligator do? Tail, teeth, does this. It does. It really does. Alright, now, I have personally seen a small alligator. It was sunning itself on the side of a lake when I saw it, and I left the area immediately. I did not want to encounter that gator. No, even though it was smaller than me, I still didn't want to meet it in person. Didn't want to be there. No thanks. Alright, a larger gator. This idea, playing in the water, most of the time, the names of the movements give us the fundamental understanding of what the movement is about. What are we doing? Right? Swallow flies through the forest. We have, there's other creative, I haven't given all of them yet. All right, I will. That naming gives us some part of what we're doing. So, alligator, what's an alligator do? Right? It's got a tail, it's got the body, it's got the head, it's going. What are we doing in this movement? Right? Not that much different. As we change at the end, right? I'm going to turn around and we're going to practice this. As we change at the end, this hand changes to press down. Right? So we've been here, 2, 3, press down. I'm exaggerating it only a little bit. As it comes down, we stay here, it stays, it stays, it stays, and it changes. And this one changes to come across. Come across at the wrist. Okay, so it's not over here, it's not over here, it's over here. As we step down, we just did this, right? A little bit different sequence. Swallow flies through the forest, right? We come around, step up, and step down. This time we have fist. Second time, as we come around, palm. Horse, left side. Step up with the right, hands change. 1, change the weight. 2, change the weight. 3, change the weight. 4, change the weight. 5, and press down, come across. Horse, left side. Slow. Step up, hands change. 1, and 2, and 3. and 4. Press down 5, step. Horse. Step up. Hands change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. All right, relax for a second. This slow motion gives us the time that we need to figure out how to do this. What am I doing here? What did she just do? I could horse. There you go. That's it. Wasn't that great? No. It wasn't. I didn't explain anything. I didn't try and communicate anything. It's here. Go ahead. No. This, again, slowing it down gives us the opportunity to think about what we're doing, how to do it, where does my weight need to go in order to do this move? That's where it needs to go. Right? As we pay attention to where does my, this again, we're going to go slow again. We're going to do one more time. Where does my weight need to go? Pay attention also to the coordination. Where is which body part? Okay? As I shift, where does this goes? All right? Pay attention to that. We're going to go slow again, and then we're going to speed it up. Horse. Weight transfer and the coordination. Take it easy and step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. All right. Not too fast, but at speed. All right. It's quick. Horse. Ready? Step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. It's quick. Yeah, do it again. Horse. Ready? One more time. Horse. Try not to let this go out too much. Keep it in. Keep this open, but try not too much out here. Right. That your elbows are engaged. Could be used. Yeah? Not what you're trying to do, but it's possible. whole body, connect through that weight transfer. And yes, we do want that sense of a little bit this idea of shaking. We do. We do. It's a skill. The application, mostly defensive. If I'm doing this, it's really hard to hold on to me. It is. Right? I start moving, it's going to be hard to target me. You're going to hit me, where are you going to hit me? I'm going this way. No, I'm going this way. No, I'm going this way. Right? Harder to target. Just this move, right? It's harder to, where am I going? This, how do I get to the other side? Step out of the way, I'm step out of the way, I'm step out of the way, or I'm going to step in your face. Pick one. Alright? There's, right? Step out of the way, step out of the way, step out of the way. I can move through, or I can come straight. That opportunity depends on my understanding what I can do. Can I turn my waist? Is my timing well coordinated to be able to execute that move? Can I get to the other side? Right? It's not always a question of, is this correct? As much as, can I use it? When we're trying to apply what we're doing. So, we're going to do this again. We're going to work on this. We're going to work on this move again. This idea, I'm going to put it into horse, and we'll go across this way. This idea of, can I do the move versus can I apply the move? And I've talked about this a lot. We're working on it a little bit this morning with this idea of strategy and tactics, and what can I do? What feels comfortable to me? Right? What am I? Which moves are mine? Right? Yours might be different than mine. Which ones are mine? I need to know that. So as I move through my practice, I pay attention to those things that I do well, in addition to paying attention to those things that I don't do well. Being able to apply what I'm doing depends on my being able to do it reasonably well, and on understanding what it takes to apply that movement. What am I doing with the movement? What are my options? What are the possibilities? What's required to apply it? What do I actually have to do? What do I actually have to do? Reality. What do I actually have to do? Once I know that, can I do it? Maybe. Yes. Not that one. Without that assessment, can't improve what you don't know because you're not acknowledging what you do. You don't acknowledge what you have. You can't build for what you don't have. All right. From Tybird. Horse, horse, alligator playing in the water, swallow enters the forest. Left foot front. Both fits out. 6-4 stance. 6 on the back, 4 on the front. Ready and sink. Step up. Hand circle. Horse. Horse. Step up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. It goes quick. One more time. Tybird. Ready. Step up. Horse. Alligator. Swallow. Turn. Turn waist. Turn waist. Which circle? The better connected your waist is with the movement. The more the waist drives the movement, the easier it is to connect the upper and lower body, and the easier it is to coordinate through these moves. Paying attention to that coordination. Paying attention to how we move. Deciding which skills you have, which ones you're comfortable with, which ones you're not comfortable with, gives you that doorway to gain the skills that you don't have and improve those that you already have. That strategy. I want to improve my skills in fighting. My fundamental skills for fighting. Okay? This is a good class. Qigong will help, but probably not so much. Tai Chi, yeah, my applications class, yeah. I want to improve my ability to calm myself down, to quiet my mind, to not be anxious, not be worried about things. Qigong class, any of my classes will help with that. I want to improve my understanding of martial arts philosophy and how the traditional martial arts approach human condition, teaching, learning, study. What do we do? Yeah. I want a smorgasbord of movements that have no particular meaning and no relevance to anything other than I'm teaching them. No, not here. No, not doing that. Mm-mm. Each movement, each of these little segments as I present something. My goal is to have a little bit something more in each class. a little bit something that I didn't teach last month, or I haven't taught yet. As I think about these things, I'm also using myself and my own circumstance, my own condition, as a model for what applies. What can I use in this situation? What skills do I have that will help me deal with what I have to deal with? They're not all martial. Martial art gives us the approach. It helps us understand when to deflect, when to pursue, when to retreat, when to move at an angle. All of these things should be part of that day-to-day strategy for how to deal with whatever it is we got to deal with. That being mindful. So this time, this little philosophy of knowing what you've got, being able to use it, understanding how to use it, looking for, in my case, looking for the openings. That strategy, that approach, these tactics. I'm hopeful that this kind of lesson is useful. There aren't that many of them. There really aren't. It's a meta kind of a class where once you have these concepts, once you've learned these concepts, it's not a matter of learning them over and over again. It's a matter of applying them. In our physical practice, we practice the movement over and over again to develop skill with that movement. In our philosophical practice, we apply the principles, we apply our strategy, we apply our tactics over and over again. And we test it and we see, is my strategy working? Is it not working? Do I need to change what I'm trying to do? The room is way too crowded, I'm not going to get to the other side, I might have to go outside and go around. Yeah? I'm going to have to do something other than look for openings because there aren't any. What am I paying attention to? How do I look at it? What techniques, what part of the art can I apply to this situation? What works? Is it straight on? Hi, here you are, here I am. Is that going to work? Maybe. It might. It might. Does going around work better? It might. Coming in at an angle, does that work better? Might. My strategy is to use what I know, what I feel confident with. And my tactics come from that strategy. I shouldn't be trying to do something that I can't do well. Right? Xingyi takes this mindfulness, this sense of what I'm doing right now in this movement, with this goal, with this approach, going to get it done. As we move through that, we want to assess for ourselves, what can I do, what I can't, what can I do well, what can I not do well. Alright, I beat up on that pretty significantly today. We're going to pay a little bit more attention to horse and alligator playing in the water tomorrow and Wednesday. These use the waist kind of movements are foundational for everything else. If the waist isn't engaged, nothing is going to come together right. It won't. It won't. We want to develop that skill. So we're going to pay attention to that this week, and I'm probably going to add just a little bit more. There's another turn. We turn around and go back the other way on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, Qigong. I hope you'll join me. Thank you for being here. Seriously, thank you. I appreciate it.